that usually criticize my videos. They always say, Eddie, you're going to create food anxiety with people. Stop demonizing food. This is not food.
You're right, Eddie. These are not foods. These are actually drinks.
How can you say eating real food is extreme? Baffled. Then you find out the people who are saying that, oh, it's extreme. They're these people eating shit.
Again, I agree with you. It's not extreme to promote good and healthy foods. What is extreme is saying that this is what's going to happen if you eat processed foods.
Happy Easter. Fucking cunts. People that say, Eddie, let people enjoy their lives. Listen, if you need sugar and shit like that to enjoy your life, you need to have a f***ing word with yourself. At KFC drive-thru, they make it so easy to buy shit. I'm gonna show you what they use to target children.
Now, Mr. Eddie Abbew here is like the new Liver King in terms of fear-mongering his audience to stay away from a certain type of food, to be more healthy, live longer, and look like him, and to switch up your whole lifestyle. And coincidentally, he has a whole course on how to do so. But the thing about Mr. Spew for Views Abbew is that he had his controversial rise due to his truly brain-rotted claims on fitness and health.
Look at this, and all this other shit. The reason why you'll be standing here looking at shit like this is because you believe in that calorie deficit nonsense. You believe in the laws of thermodynamics. Are you fucking stupid? The laws of thermodynamics applies in fucking physics. We are human beings.
So this guy Eddie is an ex-IFBB pro, a psychiatric nurse, and has millions of followers. But this guy really just said that physics don't apply to humans. If that's true, explain how he's really just standing here, delivering this bullshit and obeying the laws of physics of gravity, acting like he's not converting oxygen and glucose into ATP and releasing carbon dioxide and water as waste.
We're controlled by hormones. Hormones control us. We're not robots.
Now, I really believe that Eddie has good intentions, but his videos are wildly misleading. Now, hormones do affect people in a lot of ways, in more ways than one, but calories directly affect if people gain or lose weight. But he claims that it's completely irrelevant. So by this logic, I'll be able to eat 10,000 calories worth of chicken breast and broccoli and not gain any weight, which sadly isn't going to happen. What also isn't going to happen is you becoming the most aesthetic version of yourself because you don't have great skin. Now, you should be eating healthy foods, but on top of that, you should also have a great skincare system. And who better to trust than today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. They help men start and maintain a skincare system by simplifying the entire process. Perfect for men who want to become aesthetic easily. It's the best skincare system for guys like me, you, and of course, Nick Smith. I always recommend starting with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basic stuff. A daily face wash to get rid of dirt and grime on your skin, a 2-time per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 to protect your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. And of course, every box comes with an instruction card telling you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order to make everything as simple as possible. They make having amazing skin super easy, and I've been using them for a couple of months and my skin has never looked or felt better, which is why I love them. But you don't have to take my word for it because they have over 10,000 5-star reviews from handsome men around the world. And just like eating healthy or working out, this isn't something that you want to put off because prevention is key. Your future self will thank you. And because Tiege is sponsoring this video, they're offering you guys an amazing deal. Just click the link in the description for 30% off of your first skincare system and a free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. By the way, both gifts you're choosing from are a $20 value and complete game changers. Either a silicone body scrubber or a nail and face grooming kit. Both tools are great, but personally, I prefer the silicone body scrubber. Just because every time I use it, it makes my whole body feel like I just shed a year's worth of dead skin and dirt. So stop waiting. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
Protein versus an egg.
Spoiler alert, this guy has an addiction to eggs. And on top of that, he has an addiction to hating whey protein.
When you eat an egg, 48% of the egg can become muscle tissue. And please, before you say, where's your research? Do your own fucking research. There's a lot of research. This is the knowledge that I learned when I first started training. Whey protein is 16%. If you got a bar that says 20 grams of protein, that's less useful for you than the egg. The egg is actually much better. The bioavailability of the egg is so high. That means your body can absorb the egg and use it.
If you haven't noticed yet, all of this guy's research comes from the studies of Trust Me Bro University, which means that this evidence doesn't exist. Now, I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about, but this 48% muscle tissue that he's talking about is the bioavailability of an egg, meaning that every time that you eat an egg, you're not going to put on 48% of it as muscle, but up to 48% of all the eggs you eat could be used to build the muscle. At least that was the only sense that I can make of it because I couldn't find any studies relating to what he was even talking about.
got a bar that says 20 grams of protein. That's less useful for you than the egg. The egg is actually much better. The bioavailability of the egg is so high. That means your body can absorb the egg and use it.
The bioavailability of a cooked egg is around 96%. But on top of that, the bioavailability of whey protein is even higher than that. But don't take me out of context. I'm not saying that protein powder is healthier than eggs. I'm just pointing out where he's getting his facts wrong.
If you don't like eggs, man the fucker.
Now, this is honestly based as even the best influencer, Dildo McNatty, says that you should eat at least 30 eggs per day. They both must read the same Trust Me Bro University study that says that 30 eggs equals a small steroid cycle. All jokes aside though, even though that is Eddie's meme, he actually has a point with this. Eggs are some of the most nutritious foods you can eat, plus they're super convenient. And it's not the same if you don't just let the yolks bust.
A Snicker bar, one of these, and this have the same amount of calories, but they both give your body different hormonal instructions. This one gives your body instructions to store energy for a rainy day, and then it's got stuff in it that fucks around with your gut. This is real food that your body recognizes it. Good for your gut, guys. Eat real food.
Now, this is what I mean when I say that he has good intentions, but he's demonizing snacks. As much as I recommend eating whole foods, it's just not gonna make a big difference if you do eat a processed food here or there, especially if you already have a lot of whole foods in your diet. As long as you're having the right amount of micronutrients, you're gonna be good, because there aren't enough studies to say that artificial ingredients are even gonna kill you in the first place. And Eddie knows that he's full of bullshit because he's not even willing to debate anyone on this.
Somebody said, Eddie, would you be open to debating publicly a doctor, nutritional researcher, or a biochemist? I'm like, what the fuck would I want to do that for? Listen, all I'm telling people to do is to eat real food. These guys have been educated in bullshit. It's the same guys who are telling you to stop eating eggs. Same fuckers who are telling you ultra-processed foods are okay to eat in moderation. Same people who are telling you it's a way to eat a bit of sugar. Fuck off. If you want to debate with me, debate with the people who are trying what I'm suggesting and it's working for them. So fuck you all.
He's not gonna put himself in a position where he can make himself look stupid because he knows that he just pulls his shit out of his ass the same way that protein products fly out of his ass because he's lactose intolerant. And his fans treat this community like it's a cult, which is honestly concerning. If any other influencer calls him out on this stuff, his fans are quick to accuse him of being against health and promoting processed foods and obesity, which is literally cult-like behavior. It's hard to tell if they're just trolling or if they're really too blind to see that their leader is too afraid to admit that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't call this fighting the nutritional matrix. And this scaring the audience to believe what I say and buy my course or your future is over routine was done by Maria Ross as well. And wouldn't you guess it, Maria also has a crush on this guy.
I like Eddie Abbew.
And that just shows that Mario has a type, men named Edward. And just like Mario, we know that Edward hates protein. And that's why I find it hilarious that Eddie here owns a gym where he proudly sells and promotes protein powder.
As you guys know, I don't really sell many supplements in my gym. You can see there's virtually nothing. I get asked by different companies every single day. A lot of it I think is a con. But then I started using saline stuff. Now, I can see that, you know, it's a little bit softer, and I've tried the powders, and the powders don't go through me. I can always tell when I taste the powder whether it's good for me or not, because trust me, I can have it straight in my mouth and it's coming out the other end. So that's why I decided to stop selling stuff, because I really truly believe in this.
Now, I believe that this is hypocritical, but you might be thinking, oh, this might just be a one-time thing where he's doing like some type of affiliate link. Well, actually, he's been selling this stuff since 1995, so I doubt it's just a one-time thing. But then you might also be telling yourself, oh, maybe it's some healthy one-ingredient protein powder. Wrong again. And let's check the ingredients just to see how healthy this actually is. So among the essay of ingredients, 3 stick out to me: sucralose, stevia, and xanthan gum. All 3 happen to be ingredients that Eddie here hates. Now, does consuming or selling protein powder make you a bad person? Of course not, unless you lie to your audience, mislead your audience, or just straight up be a hypocrite.
So, I hate eating, right? Basically, I'm not a big eater. I've got no appetite whatsoever. So, but I knew if you want to be a bodybuilder, it's something that you need to be able to eat. I started to consume a lot of chicken a day, like 1.5 kilos, and I found the best way to do it was to blend it. Now, it's not for everyone, but it works. Now, what you do with the chicken is you cook it in the oven, just put foil on it in a baking tray and then cook it. I cook a load of it, and it's in the fridge all the time. And then what I do is I normally get the scales, and then put that on there. It's going to weigh 300 grams of chicken. What do you do sometimes? It helps to break it down just a little bit, so it goes in the blender and it blends easier. And then Put water in it. Dinner. Right. There you go. Smells like ass. They actually taste. Okay.
Eddie says he hates food, and I'd hate food too if I had to eat it like this. Eddie actually looks like he's just punishing himself. Maybe this is how he punishes people who eat protein powder.
Nutrition is simple. Last night for my last meal, I had some lamb's heart, some beef liver, some lamb, and that concoction. Can anyone tell me what that concoction is? Clue. I made it in a frying pan.
What the hell?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd want to go on an 86-hour fast too if my dinner looked like that. This looks like someone's organs digested itself and then regurgitated itself back up. And I've seen some people call this guy hypocritical for taking steroids and other synthetic drugs and assumably being on TRT at this moment while he's doing all this health and natural food stuff, which is debatable, but I think it's more funny that this is a 60-year-old man who's going into public grocery stores with a camera and mic and screaming more bad words than a kid on Xbox Live at a loaf of bread. But just like Eddie, Maria Ross also hates protein powder and dairy in general, but good thing I called him out in this next video.